Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Fatima, and on today's show we're going to be making a lamb and date tagine. So the first thing that I'm going to be doing today is I'm going to be chopping my onion. Now during Ramadan it's a really good idea to mix savoury dishes with sweet dishes, and it's quite a well-known thing that in the Middle East they tend to do this quite a lot. So this dish is really tasty with the tender lamb and the dates, which help to give it a really sweet taste. So I've just chopped up my onion that's going to go in our tagine. I've also got some garlic. This is optional, but I do find that it enhances the flavour and it doesn't leave a lingering smell, which sometimes garlic can do when you cook it. Just going to chop that loosely. Okay, and I have some shoulder of lamb here, which I've tried to remove as much fat off the meat as possible, and I'm going to put this in my frying pan and begin to fry the meat. So I'm just going to add my lamb to some hot oil. And I'm gently going to begin to fry it. And as you can see, the meat's starting to go brown, which seals the flavour in and helps to give the finished dish a really nice flavour. Now to my meat, I'm going to add my garlic. So I'm going to put the garlic in with the meat. Now I'm also going to add some spices to our tagine to help create a really nice flavour in the dish. I have some turmeric, paprika, ground ginger and some cinnamon stick. I also have my freshly ground black pepper and sea salt. I'm just going to add these into the pan with the meat. Give that a really good stir. Now as you can see, the meat has taken on the colour of the spices and it's also turned brown on all sides. I'm now going to add my freshly chopped onion and some fresh coriander. Gentle stir so that the onions, the meat, the coriander, everything is covered in those wonderful spices. Now the next thing I'm going to add is the water, just to cover. Now as you can see, I've added just enough water to actually cover the meat, and I'm going to bring this now to the boil. And once that begins to boil, I'm going to lower it to a gentle simmer, cover with the lid, and I'm going to leave that for about 30 minutes to 1 hour, which will allow the lamb pieces enough time to really marinate and become quite tender. So as you can see, our lamb and onion, garlic and spice mix has begun to boil up. So at this point, stir it a little. And then you will cover it and leave it for approximately 30 minutes to 1 hour until the meat has gone tender and the sauce itself has completely reduced. So once you've allowed your tagine mix to reduce down so that there's about half of the water left, you add your meat mixture into a baking dish And as you can see, I've already cooked this earlier. You would take your dates and you would actually place them around the lamb pieces in the baking dish. You then put this in the oven for around 20 to 30 minutes until the sauce is actually reduced further and the meat has begun to brown on the top and the dates have been left to sit and they've gone quite sticky and started to break down. And here we have the finished dish, and my date and lamb tagine I've served with Moroccan rice with a small garnish of coriander. Now, one of the things we've used on today's episode of Quranic Cuisine is dates. It's amazing to note there is so much in the Quran that we can even find the food on our plates mentioned in the Holy Book. Inshallah, this Ramadan we'll concentrate on reading the Quran more, or why not have the Quran recited on your behalf by a needy person? Not only do you get the sawab of having the Quran recited, but you also help to feed and give employment to a needy person. For more information, please view our website. Join me next time for more delicious recipes that you can cook this Ramadan. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
For more information on ways you can make the most of your Ramadan this year, visit us at www.ramadanforyou.com.